Perfect.
Hey guys, how's it going? Last couple weeks you guys have been asking me a lot of questions about the beer I've been posting on Snapchat and stuff. You know, is that beer I can get back home? You know, what kind of beer is that? So I talked to Janni and she talked to some of her family members and we kind of asked around with friends and stuff, and we kind of got together and picked out the most popular beers you can get in this area. So we figured we'd go to the store, grab a couple of them, bring them back. We figured we'd show you guys today. All right, so first one that we found out was the most popular, or that most people drink in this area, is Pfalz. These are all over the place. We go to parties and stuff. People got the crates of them. It's really good, really delicious. Regular Pilsner, super simple, really cheap.
It's great.
Pfalz, drink this all the time. So, from this area, so that's probably one of the reasons why it's so cheap. And like I said, I drink this all the time. I love this one. So, you want to pour some of that in a glass or no? You don't even want a glass. You just drink it out of the bottle.
I'm drinking it out of the bottle.
Yeah. Normally you just drink it out of the bottle. There's some people that prefer to drink it out of the glasses, and there's like different glasses for certain kind of beers. I figured some of these will pour into the glasses so you can actually see them and get an idea of what they look like. So. The second one is Willkommen.
The brewery is in Bedheim, and Pfalz and Bedheim are one brewery together. I think that's the daughter company.
Yeah, I think that's what we figured out. So this is the daughter brewery of Pfalz. So similar taste, similar look, but different brewery. And really,
It looks the same.
it looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think it tastes very similar.
No, it tastes different.
If anything, that has more taste than this does.
I said like a
That's
weird
almost-
aftertaste, I think.
Yeah.
I don't like Bedheim.
It's
I'm
kinda
not
w-
really a fan of Bedheim.
Well, it makes sense why that's not as popular, I guess, as Pfalz. Similar breweries, similar beers, similar-ish taste, like you said. That one clearly has more taste than
Yeah.
Belheim does. Alright, so third one, which your father, Willkommen, brought it out when we went and visited one day. He brought a bunch of these out. It's actually really, really good. Boathouse Pils. Another Pilsner. If you haven't noticed, Pilsners here are very popular. This one's cool, got a little gold flake on the top. Fancy.
It's a brewery from Baden-Württemberg.
Okay.
That's not from here.
And color-wise, very similar. Without even having to try this and just remembering, that has more taste than Pfalz does.
And, you know, just to mention it, how long ago he poured in that beer in the glass, and you can still see a little bit of head. Which, most of the time with US beers, you don't even have that for the first 2 minutes.
The head
Yeah.
is always gone.
Yeah.
Brings up a good point. If you haven't noticed, on the top of this glass,
Most of the beer glasses do have it.
even this little grenade looking one, it's got like a little lip here, or the big ones you get like at Oktoberfest. It's got a big lip here. A lot of that is indication for where the beer should stop and the head should start. Most places here order a beer, if it doesn't have a decent sized head on the beer, Janni's told me stories, they'll send it back and ask for another one. Here they really appreciate their beer, so pouring it correctly and getting a good sized head on the beer to release all that flavor, you know, is important to them here. All right, so fourth popular beer, Bitburger. This one I drank a lot of when I first got here, before I guess I started realizing that Pfalz is basically equally as good, and for like
Okay.
€4 cheaper per like canister. You get a big old, almost like a milk crate, I guess is very similar. You either get a 20 pack or 24 pack, but there's 3 different size bottles that you can get here. There's a half-liter size, it's around like 17 ounces, so 16 ounces your silver bullet, stuff like that, so it's a little bit more beer than that. Then you got your third of a liter, which is around like 13 ounces, I want to say. So again, a little bit more than 12 ounces, but the bottles look very, very similar. I think that the stout's just a little bit taller. And then you got the baby beers. I thought these were super kind of cool. It's like pack them in your lunch for your kids or something.
Yeah.
The funny part is that even though this is so much different in size, these actually measure the same amount of liquid you get in both. So short and stubby, or tall and thin.
We call them Stubby here.
Oh, okay. Well, stubby.
Stubby.
Yeah, sounds close. So Bitburger is your number 4. A little bit. This one I feel like a little bit darker.
It's a little bit more yellow, I feel.
Yeah.
Looks a little more like that piece.
Still and this one actually, I know the people in the Houston area, there's a couple liquor stores that I have been able to find this. You get them in the cans though. You can actually buy, which you can buy them in cans here. You can still get canned beer here. It's just more popular to get them in the glass. The taste, it doesn't taste the same over there that it does here. Maybe it's the can rather than the glass, but it's still a decent beer. Someone who wants to try more German beer, get an idea of what a lot of people drink here on a regular basis and not something really exotic. If you can find Bitburger, it's a good one to try.
I don't like Bitburger though.
And then don't drink it. Moving on to our number 5 spot. This one I've always loved, even before I met Janni. You can get them at Specs. You can get them at, again, Texas people, HEB. You can get them in a 6-pack. I've introduced them to a couple friends recently and they absolutely love it. Paulaner. For you guys that have known me for a while, I've always been a big Paulaner fan, specifically the Hefeweizen. For you guys that can find this in stores, it tastes just like it does here. So when it comes to glasses, you beer people that know this, Hefeweizen gets its own glass. No, I'm not gonna fill this whole thing up. We've already drank 4 beers. I'm not, I mean, yeah, we gotta drink it, but...
Yeah, I mean, you open it, you gotta drink
Yeah, I
it,
guess,
otherwise
yeah.
it's gonna go bad.
Might as well give the demo.
He's a pro now. That's really good.
You're sleeping, I'm practicing foreign beer to impress people. Hefeweizen. Love the color. I always think it's super cool. It always fades.
Also looks more orange.
If you want to taste a beer that tastes just like it does here, Paulaner Hefeweizen. I mean, hell, I think even Walmart has it. It's so good. If there's one thing I didn't know about before I got here, was that it's really popular here to mix different kinds of juices or liquids with beer. And when it comes to like mixing stuff together, one that I've really come to love and really enjoy a lot, especially earlier in the day when it's really hot, is a Radler. This is your regular beer, Pak, just like I showed you guys earlier, mixed with lemon flavored carbonated water. When you can buy them pre-mixed, or you can go to the store and buy like a big glass of lemon flavored carbonated water and mix it yourself depending on how much beer to flavor that you want, which works too. That's just as good depending on the brand. Some brands are better than others, of course, but you have them pre-made. They're 50-50, so you're getting 50% of the beer and 15% of the lemon water. So it's one of those things. It's really popular to drink earlier in the day, just due to the fact that you can get some beer in you and get some like lemon. It's like, I mean, some of it kind of tastes like lemonade.
Very refreshing.
It really is really refreshing. Think of like you just mowed the lawn, ready to like hang out. It's like 2 in the afternoon. You grab one of these, just I don't know, it's just really.
Yeah.
I think it's delicious.
Also tastes very lemony.
It really is like really lemony. You guys are like, oh, it's like Mike's Lemonade. It's not like Mike's Hard Lemonade. All right, so the last one, like I said, I found out it's really popular to mix beer with other liquids. And the funniest thing is that my dad's been doing this for a while. He'll make a soda and throw some beer in there. And we always gave him crap for it. We always thought it was kind of weird. And I come over here and find out they do it on a regular basis. They call it cola beer. And it literally is what it sounds like. You take Coke and mix it with beer. It's really not that bad. It's 60% beer to 40% of the cola. Looks exactly what you think it would basically look like. I just always thought it was kind of funny, but I mean, it's literally Coke and beer. You get a beer that doesn't have as much taste you'd like to it. Go ahead and grab a Coke, I guess, and mix it in there. It's another thing that you can mix it with. Really kind of refreshing if you want to drink it earlier in the day and not be tipsy or falling over by 6-7 o'clock. You can just kind of smell it in there too. It just smells like Coke. A couple honorable mentions. Okay, so these are the ones that we found that were the most popular around here. On Untapped, the Untapped app, I've been telling you guys a lot about that. It's kind of like the Facebook for beer, I guess, in a sense. That's how I always kind of describe it to people. It can help you find certain beers in certain areas, which is kind of how I found the Bitburger in the first place, was using Untapped. So if you guys want to hop up on that, go ahead and find me on that. I almost post all the beers that we try here, so you can kind of take a look at that and see if you can find them in your area and give them a shot. But here's what we got. We got a lot of beer to drink now. So I hope you learned some stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time.
That was a horrible pour.
I know, it was. It's a horrible pour. Like, to me, this kind of tastes like water, honestly. That's in my opinion.
That's not really like water.
So I hope you guys learned something. Like I said, the Untapped app. You know, if you guys end up Untapped app, say that 5 times fast.
Untapped app, Untapped app, Untapped app, Untapped app. Oh, Jesus
I want to
Christ.
tap that. Is that what you just said?
I want to tap that.
Settle down.
Untapped that. You suck.
This is beer number 5. This is my favorite of all time. It's the best beer. It's such a good beer. We're gonna get wasted. So much beer. So much beer. I was gonna say something, I completely went blank.
The day in Alex's life.
I know, right?